Plate boundaries are the intersection of two tectonic plates, where the two plates are moving horizontally or vertically alongside one another. Each tectonic plate can have various different plate boundaries with its neighboring plates. Plate boundaries can be classified in two ways, by plate type and by relative motion. The different plate type boundaries include ocean-ocean, ocean-continent, and continent-continent.
Plate boundaries can also be explained by their relative motion. The first type is convergent plate boundaries, where tectonic plates are moving together. At convergent plate boundaries, the more dense plate is subducted under the less dense plate, forming subduction zones. There are three types of convergent plate boundaries: oceanic-oceanic, oceanic-continental, and continental-continental. At oceanic-oceanic boundaries, a series of volcanoes form. At oceanic continental boundaries, the oceanic plate subducts as it is denser than the continental plate, and stratovolcanoes form. At continental-continental boundaries, the land masses are relatively the same density, so they crush together, forming mountains. Then there are divergent plate boundaries, where two tectonic plates are moving apart. As the plates move apart, they form rifts either in the ocean floor or within a continent. Rifts in the ocean floor are said to be constructive, as magma bubbles up from them and then cools, adding to the lithosphere in the process. Rifts in continents initially have volcanic activity, but may eventually become new ocean basins. Lastly, transform boundaries are faults at which two plates are moving past each other horizontally in opposite directions. These plates sometimes scrape against each other, resulting in earthquakes. Some of the effects of plate tectonics and their movement consist of earthquakes, volcanism, tsunamis, and resulting mountain belts. Earthquakes often occur at continent-continent collision, which is a type of convergent motion due to the large stresses involved in the process. The earthquake happens when the plates slip and release energy, relieving some of the stress. Stratovolcanoes form over the area of subducted plates when an ocean plate converges with a continental plate. Volcanism that is not near a plate boundary is an example of a chain of volcanoes formed by a plate moving over a hotspot. Tsunamis are also a result of subduction, and they are formed during earthquakes at ocean trenches. When two continental plates converge, the plates crumple and thicken, ultimately forming mountain belts.